In this video, we're going to be looking at situations where you want to break out of for loop, because all the loops that we've been writing up to this point, what we've been doing is actually getting to the end of the loop, but not all the time you want to get. For example, if you're searching through something, you do, after you find what you're looking for, you don't want the loop to continue to the end. Where you want to break out, and this is what we're going to be doing. There are situations where you will want to break out of loops. Say in a set of numbers you've been given, you're looking for a particular number, and once the number is found, you want the loop to be terminated immediately without going to the end of the loop. Let's use a simple example. Let us write a program that goes through number 25 to number 300. We want to print out every third number. We don't have to do this, just want to show you how to do that in a for loop. We want to print out every third number, e.g. we want to print out 25, 28, 31, 34, 37, etc. And then we want to find the first number that is divisible by 19. So we want to find a number that is totally divisible by 19 without leaving a remainder, and then we stop the loop. So that means we go through the loop from 25 to 30, searching for the number that is divisible by 19, and once that number is found, we stop. So actually, let me modify my program because this is not correct. I was trying to show you something, and I'll show you through the program. So this is the correct way to write the program. So what we're doing here is we start the for loop by initializing the counter to 25. So counter is 25, you know why we do that. Then we want to check if counter is less or equals to 300, you know why we do that. Then we want to print out every third number. So that means every time we print a number, then we want to increase the value of counter by 3, because we're printing out every third number. So if the counter is 25, then we want to increase that 25 to 28. So we had 3 to it. This is why I said counter equals to counter to plus 3. This is why I said your counter doesn't have to be counter plus plus. It can be anything you want. It can be any set of it can be another expression that is solely that is functional for the program that you're trying to create. And then after that, we want to print the value of counter. As you can see here, we print out the value of counter. So we print 25, 28, etc. Once we print out the value of the variable, then we use an if statement. So this is actually combining everything that you've learned. So you can put an if statement inside a for loop, and this is actually common, and you're going to do this a lot. So you're going through a loop and you're checking if something is correct, then continue with the loop, or break out with the loop, or do another expression, otherwise stop. So this is how you break out of a loop, by using this word break. So this if statement say if counter modulo 19 equals to 0. Remember this double equal sign? I keep talking about it because you're gonna make a mistake if you don't put it here. So if counter modulo 19, basically what this means is that if you divide 19, if you divide the counter by 19 and the remainder equals to 0, which means it's totally divisible by 19. Remember how we use modulo? Modulo always leave a remainder. So if the remainder of any number divisible by 19 equals to 0, then we want to break out of that for loop. This is how you break out of the loop. You put break. So let's go and try this. Let's try this as an example. So I've created the same program. I'll show you. Counter 25 less than or equals to 300, counter equals to counter plus 3. Then let's run the program. So if we run the program, as you can see here, it goes all the way from 25, print 28, 31, 34, 37, etc. all the way. When it gets to 76, it breaks out of the loop, and the reason is because it's only the first number to be divisible by 19 is 76. Let's confirm that. Let's use a calculator and say 76 divided by 19, and we should get a whole number, which is 4. So this is how you break out of a loop, by just using that word break once your condition is met. I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope you find that useful in your program. See you in the next video.